Leo, welcome to your reading. Today we're looking at love. We're going to pull a card for you on the left. I'm going to pull a card on the right for your person and get the energy between the two of you. I want to first, though, thank you, Leo, for all your likes, comments, and your subscribes. I really appreciate them. As I was just telling Scorpio a little bit ago, it's really helped me to streamline my decision making on which readings to do in what order, because I'm basing it on analytics this time. And so I just took, where did most of my subscriptions come from? Where did my likes come from? And then I took into account views as well. But I weighted subscriptions most heavily, and those overwhelmingly came from Capricorns. But you guys were right about in the middle, so I still appreciate you all. I do love Leos. Leo is my first house. That's where my moon is, and my black moon Lilith. So I love Leo energy personally. I often get mistaken for a fire sign, even though I'm a Pisces. I definitely relate to Leo energy. So I love reading for you guys. So I do encourage you to stick around because I do love you guys. But it's up to you. I can't make you. So let's get into your reading. One thing I would say is you might need extra hydration at this time. I feel very, very thirsty leading up to your reading, and burning this sage is not going to help. But I needed to clear out the Scorpio energy. It was not great, and I would really like something good for you, Leo, if we can get it right. So I'm just going to get the message for those who need to hear it the most. I can't control it. I wish I could give you a beautiful, positive reading every time because you deserve it. But let's get started. Can you show me Leo's energy, please, for love? One card for Leo. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, not the worst. Show me Leo's person. Can you show me Leo's person, please? All right, we're getting two cards. Death and the Eight of Wands. Can you show me the energy between Leo and their person? Thank you. Four of Cups. Yeah. So while I was shuffling, I only take certain cards that come out in certain ways. And I saw the Eight of Swords and the High Priestess. And now I'm getting the Four of Cups. So I'll talk about it in a second. Let me clarify. Let me clarify. The Four of Cups, please. Okay. I didn't need that much yeah, Eight of Swords again. Nine of Wands. Queen of Wands. Knight of Wands. Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Alright, can you give me one more card for Leo's person, please? One more card for them since we have so many in the middle. Three of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles. And one more card for Leo, please. The Moon. Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the King of Swords. Ace of Cups again. Okay, so first of all, Leo, You could be dealing with a Scorpio. We also have Pisces, Cancer here. Didn't I mention needing hydration, water? Coming into your reading, that is the distinct feeling that I was getting. And of course, I also work in metaphor. So I was thinking, well, hydration could signify a need for sort of a thawing of your emotions, right? Maybe you need to tap into your heart space a little bit. And now we're getting these watery cards, and the Four of Cups is the energy between the two of you. So you're coming out, Nine of Pentacles and the Moon. This gives me a little bit of a detached energy. See how this Nine of Pentacles, did I say Cups? Nine of Pentacles. See how she's kind of staring off. She's kind of dissociating, right? And the Moon, to me, can be a card of dissociating as well. And it can also just be kind of being in your own little world, kind of not be, I feel like you don't, to be just blunt about it, I feel like there's something you don't see coming, or something you perhaps overlooked, okay? I could go either way at this point, whether this is past or present energy. I feel like for some of you, this could be both past and incoming energy. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you in the present moment, Leo, are a little spaced out. You're a little glossed over when it comes to love. You could be a little numb. And potentially this is, like I said, past energy where you might have missed an opportunity. Four of Cups. With someone, potentially in the past, you might have missed an opportunity with them. Eight of Wands, the Death card. So how do I get all the words out of my mouth fast enough to keep up with my brain? You might have you might have missed a communication from somebody, or it might have come on like, how do I say? This might have been like a flash in the pan sort of thing where you didn't even really have time to react to something. And I feel like this could have been something that came in as fast as it went out, right? And I feel that you might have not had time to react to it. And you might have sort of been in this energy here. Eight of Swords, Nine of Wands. Okay, so the Eight of Swords is a card about like misperception, like not being able to see all of the options available to you, feeling like you're trapped in some way. And it can also be a card to me of like making excuses. And the Nine of Wands is sort of a similar energy of just having your boundaries up, not really being open, and perhaps being a little bit of like a hermit here, even though that's a Virgo card and you're Leo. But I am getting that sort of hermity energy, that sort of like hunkered down energy, not wanting to be seen, not wanting to really engage, and kind of being lost in your own little world. And I think it's a misconception that a lot of people have about Leos, is that I say this all the time, is that a lot of people think that Leos are like trying to get attention. They view Leos as sort of like a pick-me and, you know, things like this. And I actually feel the opposite about Leos. I feel like a lot of Leos are not trying to be in the spotlight at all. I feel like a lot of Leos can be even reserved and introspective, but the sun just naturally shines on Leo. It naturally shines a spotlight because that's the nature of Leo. Leo is the sun. So unfortunately, I feel like you can't help it. And this is what part of what I was initially feeling when all these cards came out. I feel like it's like you can't help it, Leo. Like, you're going to be seen, you're going to be noticed, no matter what, you would prefer. And I feel like that is kind of what's going on here. Again, I can't quite make up my mind if this is past or present, future energy. Because for some of you, I do think like that this was past energy. I say that because we have the Three of Cups here with the Ace of Pentacles. So my inkling here is that you might get another opportunity. You might be reuniting with someone from the past where you had a missed opportunity here, perhaps because you weren't in the right mental state. And I think that potentially once again, you might not see it coming, or you might not be expecting it. But that's what I'm feeling here. I feel like there's an opportunity coming in from something that you thought was a missed opportunity. Something that you thought was over, that you had missed out on. And there's a lot of attraction here for sure with whoever this person is. And yeah, for a lot of you, this could just be a brand new opportunity. There doesn't have to be any history here, but I feel like the caution is that make sure that you have your mindset right. Make sure that you're not in a mopey, sad, single, depressed energy. That's what I want to say. Make sure that you're not, alternatively, in a single energy where that is the only path that you can see in your life and you're fixated on staying single. And I do feel a warning here about inflexibility on your part. And there we go again with the water. Water flows, right? Water is free. Water takes the shape of whatever container that you put it in. And I feel like that is a message here for you, is to be like water. Be adaptable. And I know that's not easy for you because you're a fixed sign, right? But there's something here where you're being encouraged to go more with the flow, to not be so fixated or one-track minded, and to kind of be aware more of your surroundings, I feel like, because all of these cards to me indicate someone who's just not really like paying attention. And then we have your person over here coming in with the Eight of Wands, which can be communication, travel, things like this. And then we have transition, which is the Death card, which, as we all should know by now, is about death, but it's also about rebirth. It's about changing. It's about something being reborn differently. I always liken it to the caterpillar and the butterfly, right? So I feel like you're kind of being called here to open up, to give something a chance, to come together with somebody. And I mean, the Ace of Pentacles is here. So to me, the Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity where if you give to it, if you nurture it, it grows into something beautiful. It becomes the Ten of Pentacles. And then we have the Knight of Wands here with the Queen of Wands, which to me is just basically trying to say that you need to, one, tap into that fire energy a little bit as well, and embrace the fact that you're beautiful and that you're attractive. I feel like that's something that is a little lacking here. Like we're a little bit lacking in confidence or something. Because I feel a reluctance to be seen. Let me get a couple more cards here. Can you tell me more about Leo's person, please? What is this Ace of Pentacles? What's the Ace? The Emperor. Yeah, I'm getting Aries energy. And what's the Death card? Mars energy, Scorpio, Aries. The Death card is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Tell me more about the Queen of Wands with the Knight of Wands. The Death card. One more. Six of Swords. Clarify Leo's energy for me, please. What's the Moon? Let's ask specifics. What's the Moon card? The Star. Yes, exactly. What's Justice? What's the Nine of Pentacles? The Four of Swords. So, okay. For some of you, and I was kind of getting this from the beginning, but obviously this is not somewhere that I want to just dive into right away. For some of you, you may have been in a state of recovery. I mean, you could have been mourning, like mourning a literal death here. So that could explain what sort of had you checked out, I feel, when this opportunity came about. Or, you know, I mean, it doesn't have to be a death, but you could have been working very hard on some sort of transformation of yourself, healing, working on your self-esteem. But I do feel like a lot of you are just really kind of struggling with being seen. You're struggling with taking center stage, with being the center of attention. Like for some reason, okay, and I'm not going to speculate, but for some reason there's a reluctance to be authentic, to receive attention from someone, okay? And maybe that's part of like the glitch here that is occurring, or that did occur. Maybe it's that you didn't like the specific type of attention you were receiving from someone. But for most of you, I feel like you have been, or you still are, in an energy of working on your own healing, going through your own journey of things, and trying to balance out your own emotions, your own stability. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles was your first card out. That is a card of being on your own, being secure, having control and ease within your own environment, within yourself. And I feel like that's been a big project here that potentially you've been working on and going through. So if that's you and there's an opportunity that has passed you by because you weren't ready, because you were still working on moving on and transforming yourself, changing your life in some way, I feel like coming up, we're getting an opportunity to remedy this situation. Like I said, this could be with a Scorpio. And I hope that I haven't been calling you Scorpio. We also have Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Aries. So there's a lot on the table here, and I pulled more cards for you than I think I have anyone else. But I do feel like a little bit of a need to tiptoe here, because I feel like a lot of you have been in a fragile state. You're very touchy. You're very vulnerable, but not really willing to be vulnerable. However, if you can muster up, I forgot to mention this, I saw when I was shuffling the Two of Pentacles and the Fool card. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is a question, it's debate going on inside of you, whether or not you're actually ready and willing to trust again in order to start a new beginning. And that's obviously something that you have to search your soul about and make decisions for yourself about. However, I do think that there is an incoming opportunity here that could be really beautiful and could flourish and prosper into something really great if you are willing to trust it. Let me get one more card. Tell me one more card, please, for Leo's person. Page of Wands. One more. Two of Swords. Yeah. I think that Six of Pentacles. I was going to say, like, I feel like you're getting a gift from the universe. And yes, I feel like there's potentially a missed communication here. Okay, if that makes sense for you, I don't really know how. I mean, I've seen it happen before. The Empress, the Six of Wands. Anyway, yeah, I feel like there's communication coming in. You could have had a previous miscommunication where you didn't see it, and I'm getting that heavy, heavy, heavy. I'm getting heavy, like you don't see something, you're not seeing something, there's a miscommunication, or you're going to be caught off guard. Once again, past, present, future, I'm not really sure. Could be all of the above. Maybe you have someone blocked. And, you know, once again, I'm not going to tell you what to do there. But I do feel like there's good news coming in that you're going to have to make a decision on. And it's your decision. But if this is somebody where you felt like you were out of sync or you were not on the same page with this person, something like this, I do feel like that's changed with the Death card, and there's an opportunity to work things out. Unfortunately, I don't have much more than that, because I feel like a lot of this is an internal thing with you. This is something that you have to work out in your emotions and in your own thoughts, and what you're willing to trust in and what you're willing to remedy or not, and what you're ready for, right? All right, let's get you a card of guidance here from the Oracle. Spirit, can you tell me what other guidance we have here for Leo. Okay, I'm not surprised that I'm getting 2 cards. And this card at the bottom of the deck, yeah, Leo, there's something here heavy about self-perception, like a willingness to be seen. Let's look at this card. I'll show you in a second. Gotta go all the way. Yeah, card number 2, belonging, acceptance, and assimilation. Our sense of belonging and acceptance by others requires affirmation. Peer recognition and acceptance is a compelling motivation and reward for our participation. To that aim, we may have to demonstrate to some degree our allegiance. Some communicate their allegiance and commitment through body marking, others by more transient expressions such as dress code or fashion, and still others by their conduct or mannerisms. Whatever the form, all are variations of the same basic objective, namely a confirmation that I am this and I belong, and in turn you are this and we accept you. The flamboyantly coiffed female modifies her appearance with a disguise in order to assimilate. The masked beak transforms her visual persona, and her poise and means of posture further confirm her spiritual transformation. She is at one with those she has joined. In our enthusiasm and desire for acceptance, we must be careful to stay true to ourselves. Are we really comfortable with the me we are claiming to be, or is it strained, forced, and ultimately unsustainable? And then card number 10 is about knowledge, research, knowing the facts, being prepared, forewarned. Yeah, there's something about not being like prepared or caught off guard here. Part of the process of assessing a situation is the use of intuition and psychic gifts, but some circumstances may merit a more analytical approach. Being better informed and armed with a greater understanding of the facts and background to any situation might provide a stronger basis from which to make better decisions. It appears that the character in this scene has dedicated the necessary due diligence and is armed with a substantial amount of information. But therein is a question of how much may be too much. One can become overwhelmed and tied down in the detail, suffocated by the volume or unnecessary diversions, at the risk of overanalyzing or not seeing the forest through the trees. Yeah, well, I mean, I touched on both of those things. I'm not sure exactly what happened or what is happening, but I feel like a real hesitancy to trust, and I feel like part of that, Leo, I'm just going to be honest here with you, I feel like a part of that is coming from a feeling of insecurity, or I mean perhaps questioning who you are, or perhaps looking at your own like triggers and assumptions that you make about others, because that could be going on here too, right? Like I feel like maybe there was something like a little triggering here, and I feel like a weird like mirroring energy, okay, where it's like something this person said or did made you feel like maybe they weren't for you, but at the same time, like I feel like there's like this underlying like tug about kind of figuring out who you actually are, or reevaluating that in some way. And more than anything else, I feel like there's perhaps an issue here with fearing that you're not going to be accepted, like a fear of being authentic. And I mean, if I know anything about Leos, I would say that Leos don't really want to be anywhere if they can't be authentic, right? So I don't know. It feels like there's a lot going on here. And maybe the whole point is just that you're not really ready here with the Four of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Moon card. Maybe you're just not open or ready to entertain any love offers at this time. But I do get the sense that you might be getting one anyway, that you might have to address or look at or consider. And I will leave all of that up to your discretion, Leo. I hope that this helped you in some way. I will see you next time.